Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm welcoming the fact that the European Commission now is taking the digital agenda as a core priority. And I'm happy for this because for a long time, 1999 you said, when we started this process, we always were talking about a new phenomenon we are encountering. I think we are already in these developments. Technologies, digital technologies have transformed the way we live, we work, we play, and even we do politics. And these technologies were innovative, and they were also disruptive. If we as policymakers get it right, they can provide opportunity for growth and jobs and a better life. Many long-standing concepts, such as the way we innovate, the way we do business, the way we employ people, and the way we compete, have changed and are being disrupted. Digital change was a big impact on our lives, and it is still difficult for many people to adapt with these changes. And this is a problem for politicians because we have to involve the majority of people and to make them familiar with the process. So the digital revolution, as I see it, has to be welcomed. It is a big opportunity, and it has to be managed by politics. And we need to ensure that European citizens will benefit from them. I was introduced as member of the LIBE committee. This is correct, but I'm also vice president of the S&D group, and in this capacity also responsible for the digital sector. So I'm very happy to be here, to hear from you, to learn from you, because we have to go into this political process. We have developed an agenda of the different steps of how Europe should adapt to the digital revolution, and it goes even further than the Commission's 16-point strategy on the digital single market. Our vision looks at the ways digital will impact our whole society and proposes appropriate measures which will ensure that the digital revolution respects our fundamental values. Our group would like a digital environment evolving which puts Europe in the lead, where business can operate across borders and where the rights of consumers and citizens are protected. It is ridiculous that we have the freedom of movement for goods, but we don't have it in the digital sector. This is something very strange, that immaterial goods are not part of this free movement. I want to stress your attention to 4 factors. Factor 1, we need to adapt Europe's industrial base. My German colleagues always call this Industrie 0.4. Smart factories now use digital technologies and data management processes to help them automate supply chains and production lines. This is not a threat, this is a chance. If Europe can develop global leadership in industrial digital processes, and they are innovative and sustainable, then we will create growth that is clean and creates jobs. It is as easy as I was just putting it. Factor 2, every job will need minimal digital literacy skills. This is a problem for the moment. We need to lead in the creation of new high-quality digital jobs. There are about 700,000 vacancies in IT across the EU. We need proper training and reskilling to ensure that our workforce can take advantage of the new digital opportunities. And we need to build on existing social and employment rules to adapt to the new ways of working and promote funding for training and retraining. And it needs to start at school now to ensure that girls and boys are ready to join this new workforce. They are already digital natives, in contrary to people like me or some of you, but they also need to be digital savvy, able to code and stay safe on the internet. In the UK, for example, 23% of adults do not have basic digital skills. It's quite a lot, a quarter of the population. Factor 3, we need investment in infrastructure. It is not acceptable that certain parts of Europe still do not have access to high-speed internet. Also, 70% of EU homes have a fixed broadband subscription in 2014. Only 64% of households across the EU have access to speeds over 30 MB. And only 62% of rural homes across the EU had a fixed broadband subscription in 2014. I'm convinced that in some parts of Europe this neglect is leading to a feeling of alienation and isolation, which leads to extremism and populism if you look at certain parts of Eastern Germany, for instance. We need citizen-friendly e-government policies, and we need governments to help their citizens, young, disabled and old, to adapt to these changes. Fourth factor, and we need, this is the task for the next 4 years, we need to bring EU law into the digital age. How? We need our digital society to be digital, trusted, fair and responsible. We need to conclude the negotiations on the rules on data protection and on cybersecurity. This is a process which is taking much too long. I just was reminded today by my Facebook site that it told me that 2 years ago we voted in the European Parliament on the data protection package. So 2 years is a long time where nothing really happened. Yeah? So we have to conclude this kind of work which is already part of the past. We also need to work out what the recent Court of Justice ruling means for Europe. I personally welcome the decision as a member of the LIBE Committee, and I believe that this is a great opportunity for the EU to develop new digital business models which use data whilst respecting people's right to privacy. We need to review copyright rules to ensure public access to cultural goods while finding balanced solutions to guarantee creators' rights and user access, fair remuneration, and promote investment in the cultural sectors. We also need to end geo-blocking, and we need to monitor telecom rules to ensure that all providers compete on a level playing field. The internet must remain open and as affordable as possible, and competition rules need to be applied to ensure that consumers get real choices. These ideas and much more will be introduced into Evelyn Gephardt's report on the digital single market, which I think is a very important piece of work. And in conclusion, we need to build, I believe, a strong digital union which will encourage the development, successful and sustainable businesses, decent jobs, and provide new, innovative and trusted services. Europe's citizens need to believe that Europe can lead again. The digital sector is a chance for European leadership and build a strong, innovative and inclusive Europe for all of our citizens. Thank you very much for your attention.